Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for October 9th, 2020. The Washington Free Beacon reports, Harris refuses to answer Pence on packing Supreme Court. Democratic vice presidential candidate Kamala Harris twice refused to answer during Wednesday's debate whether she and running mate Joe Biden would pack the Supreme Court once in office. Vice President Mike Pence challenged Harris to answer whether she would add seats to the court if Democrats took power next year, which some Democrats have threatened to do as retaliation for Republicans confirming Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court.
When you speak about the Supreme Court, though, I think the American people really deserve an answer, Senator Harris. Are you and Joe Biden going to pack the court if Judge Amy Coney Barrett is confirmed? I mean, there have been 29 vacancies on the Supreme Court during presidential election years, from George Washington to Barack Obama. Presidents have nominated in all 29 cases. But your party is actually openly advocating adding seats to the Supreme Court, which has had 9 seats for 150 years, if you don't get your way. This is a classic case of if you can't win by the rules, you're going to change the rules. Now, you've refused to answer the question. Joe Biden has refused to answer the question. So I think the American people would really like to know, if Judge Amy Coney Barrett is confirmed to the Supreme Court of the United States, are you and Joe Biden, if somehow you win this election, going to pack the Supreme Court to get your way?
I'm so glad we went through a little history lesson. Let's do that a little more. In 1864...
Well, I'd like you to answer the question.
No, Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. I'm speaking. Okay.
Senator Harris. People, Susan, are voting right now. They'd like to know if you and Joe Biden are going to pack the Supreme Court if you don't get your way in this nomination.
Let's talk about packing.
You once again gave a non-answer. Joe Biden gave a non-answer.
Trying to answer you now.
The American people deserve a straight answer. And if you haven't figured it out yet, the straight answer is they are going to pack the Supreme Court if they somehow win this election.
Biden and Harris have repeatedly refused to answer questions about court packing in recent weeks, even though Biden previously called it a, quote, bonehead idea, and said last year that doing so would destroy the Supreme Court's credibility. Fox News reports, Trump says he won't participate in virtual debate after the Commission on Presidential Debates announces changes. Not going to waste my time. President Trump, in his first interview since his positive coronavirus test, told Fox Business's Marita Bartiromo on Thursday that he will not participate in the next debate, just minutes after the Commission on Presidential Debates announced the showdown, slated for October the 15th, will be virtual. The CPD announced early Tuesday that the second presidential debate will take the form of a town meeting in which the candidates would participate from separate remote locations. Steve Scully of C-SPAN is still set to moderate the second presidential debate from Miami. But in a Fox Business interview Thursday, the president said he would not take part in a virtual debate.
I heard that the commission a little while ago changed the debate style, and that's not acceptable to us.
Well, are you saying you're not going to participate?
No, I'm not going to waste my time on a virtual debate. That's not what debating's all about. You sit behind a computer and do a debate. It's ridiculous. Yeah, we learned it the same way you learned it. They called up 2 minutes ago, and it was announced. And they're trying to protect Biden. Everybody is.
The debate format changes come less than a week after the president announced he and the First Lady tested positive for the novel coronavirus. That announcement threw the status of all future 2020 debates in doubt, though the debate between Vice President Mike Pence and California Senator Kamala Harris went as planned on Wednesday night, with on-stage dividers between the candidates after both had tested negative for the coronavirus. And finally, a stinging op-ed from military.com states, "Let's be clear, American troops are not stupid." So what's the problem with calling service personnel, quote, stupid bastards? Joe Biden did this while serving as vice president during a 2016 visit to an air base in the United Arab Emirates.
And 2, I appointed Johnson to the academy. I just want you to know that. Let's clap for that, you stupid bastards. Man, you are a dull bunch. Must be slow here, man. Oh.
1, I married Jill,
And two, I appointed Johnson to the academy. I just want you to know that. Just clap for that, you stupid bastards.
The remarks were not made in private or alleged by nameless persons, but spoken directly to American troops and captured on videotape. To the extent the media have noticed this event, much coverage has focused on how this quip is, quote, missing context. There is no circumstance in which calling someone stupid is anything other than an insult. There is no nuance to the word, no compliment or admiration attached to it. Once video of the vice president's comments surfaced, Biden campaign spokesman Andrew Bates informed the Daily Beast that the candidate made the remark, quote, jokingly. During the September 30th presidential debate, President Donald Trump raised the issue of Biden's remark, and the vice president replied, quote, I did not say that.
He made a statement about the military. He said I said something about the military. He and his friends made it up, and then they went with it. I never said it.
Okay.
That is
what
not
he
true.
did is
You're done in this segment. He called the military stupid bastards.
I
and he
did
said
not
it on
say
tape.
We would strongly encourage you to read the full op-ed by clicking on the link in the description below. And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for October 9th, 2020. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.